Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to make a video and give my backstory because I know it's kind of random that I've made these videos, and this would be the third one this week. So, if anybody's taking the time to watch them, I'm sure I know we have short attention spans, so you can check out a video for a couple, maybe 30 seconds, and then switch it off. But I wanted to share my story. I wanted to share where I came from, and obviously I can't give you an extended version, but just a really brief version. And why I'm kind of so into this, personal growth, unconditional love thing. So, as most people know, there's definitely people on my Facebook who I used to party with and knew me, and it was no secret that I'm an addict and that I'm an alcoholic, and I got myself into a lot of trouble, and basically the reason why I drank and I used drugs recreationally, but the reason why I drank so much was because of my anxiety, because of my discomfort. As I got 17, 18 years old, I became really, really, really uncomfortable in my own skin, and I saw everyone going off to college, going to school, and getting jobs and doing all these things, and I couldn't even get a driver's license, and I literally had to drink for everything I was doing. And what happened was, by the time I was 21, I ended up going through DTs for the first time. So that's really severe withdrawal from alcohol. It can kill you. It's actually really dangerous. And anybody who's gone through it knows how crazy it is. You usually end up in the hospital. And from 21 to 23, that happened to me about 6 or 7 times. And by the time I was 23, I went to the hospital, and I thought it was the DTs, and it turned out I had pancreatitis. And what pancreatitis is basically your pancreas stops working. It's extremely painful, and it's often lethal. And I ended up in the critical care for about 3 weeks, nearly died a couple times, organs shutting down, the whole 9 yards, and I ended up in the hospital for 10 weeks total. And I got out of the hospital within a couple days. Just the fear of being 23 and not being able to do anything, to even walk out my front door. I was quickly drinking again and living this charade. And I was actually, back then more normal when I was drinking. So people really didn't know how much I was drinking and kind of what I was doing. But I was constantly drinking. I always had a bottle on the go. And I went back to the hospital a few more times. And basically I got sober when I was 23. And, I'm 31 now. So a lot's happened between then and now. And basically what happened was I hooked up with some people whose primary purpose, primary goal is personal growth and to support other people and to support each other. And through that, I learned to manage my anxiety. I got a driver's license. I went to college. I'm now an addictions counselor. I've been working for the last 5.5 years. And, the reason why I'm kind of making these videos is because I've been able to connect with so many people over the years in recovery. I've actually had a lot of people out there in Facebook land and old friends and stuff reach out to me and ask for support. And it's not just addiction or mental health. It's really everything, because we all have this malady, this idea that I need people, places, and things outside of me in order to be happy. The conditioning, it's always the next thing. It's always the next thing. There's this void that needs to be filled. And there's this lie that something can fill the void, when, the next job will make it better, money will make it better, this, and it's this constant chasing, but there's still this emptiness in this void. And what I learned in recovery is that this void really doesn't exist. So no matter how much I've accomplished in my recovery, with my career, with everything, none of it means anything without this, this self-love, this unconditional love. And what I really learned is to stop seeking what people, places, and things can do for me and start focusing on what I'm bringing to the table. Am I a better father than I was a month ago? Am I a better person than I was a year ago? It's just this constant growth and constant challenging of where I was at and where I'm at now. And the beauty of any type of recovery or personal growth, spirituality, self-actualization is you never arrive. It keeps getting better and better, but there's always flaws, there's always challenges to work on. And so it's just one of these things that I'm doing. I decided to make some videos and to talk, and hopefully I can hear back from people. Hopefully, if anybody has any feedback or anybody has any questions or wants support with anything really, I'd love to have a chat, and I'd love to hear what you think. So I just wanted to give this backstory, and yeah, have a great night. Thanks.